As a result of unsuccessful assaults on Azov's positions, the enemy lost 5 armored vehicles, 8 vehicles, 3 electric scooters, and 63 infantrymen. The video was released by the brigade's press service. Every day, Russian infantry attempts to breach the defenses using any means possible, seeking to take positions in ruined buildings, basements, or forests, the statement reads. The brigade says that over the past few months, during massive assaults in the Toretsk sector, the enemy has lost a significant amount of armored vehicles. That is why the Russians resort to the massive use of cars, buggies, ATVs, and even electric scooters. The main means of defeating Russian assault groups are FPV drones, drones with dumps, artillery, including cluster munitions, and remote mining. As on the entire front line, the number of enemy infantry in the Toretsk sector is significantly higher. Therefore, attempts to assault are stopped on the approach of the Russians to the positions of the infantry of the defense forces, the brigade said. Recently, on December 16th, Militarny reported that soldiers of the 12th Azov Special Operations Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine destroyed an enemy assault group using drones. The Russian assault group was trying to approach Ukrainian positions using a Desert Cross 1000-3 all-terrain vehicle, a passenger car, an infantry fighting vehicle, and a Kamaz Patrol 6x6 armored vehicle. While moving, the all-terrain vehicle and the BMP hit mines, and the passenger car was hit by an FPV drone. Later, a rare Kamaz Patrol 6x6 armored vehicle drove onto the field, which was disabled by the drones, damaging the wheels. The armored vehicle began to move uncontrollably in circles around the field. After stopping, a landing party disembarked from it, trying to gain a foothold in the nearest building, but was destroyed by drone strikes with drops. After securing a bridgehead from previous North Korean attacks, the main Russian forces initiated a decisive counterattack meant to collapse the main Ukrainian defenses in front of Malaya Lokhnya. However, a lack of the element of surprise and overconfidence in their mechanized units among Russians led to a disastrous outcome as the Ukrainians readily engaged them. The Russian objective, supported by North Korean troops, is to capture Novoivanovka, a key Ukrainian stronghold that has withstood Russian assaults for over 2 months. To break its defenses, Russian forces launched a flanking maneuver to sever the village's supply route, aiming to force a Ukrainian withdrawal. Success here would allow them to bypass the primary Ukrainian defenses and pave the way for a direct assault on Malaya Lokhnya. However, unlike the frontal assaults at Novoivanovka, Russian forces near Kruglenka are hindered by the need to traverse dirt roads or open fields, slowing their vehicles significantly on rough terrain. Compounding these tactical disadvantages, earlier North Korean assaults eliminated any chance of surprise, prompting Ukrainian drone operators to closely monitor the area for further attacks. Additionally, Ukrainian forces had artillery batteries and anti-tank missile posts strategically positioned and ready to repel the advancing Russians. The Ukrainians' primary defensive advantage lies in their stable positions in Novoivanovka, Leonidovka, and Malaya Lokhnya, which enable effective counterattacks against Russian forces attempting to secure the Malaya Lokhnya-Novoivanovka road. With fire control over this narrow corridor, Ukrainian defenders can inflict heavy losses on the Russian assault units and then mobilize troops from nearby settlements to eliminate any remaining Russian presence around the road. Combat footage from the area reveals how the Russians tried to deploy their stormtroopers on board BTR-82A armored transport vehicles at tree lines near the main road, after they managed to move down from the higher elevations with almost no resistance until that point. However, once the Russian column reached the road and stopped to dismount their stormtroopers, they quickly became vulnerable to Ukrainian fire from the positions to the south of the road, which is situated at the same elevation, which allowed them to effectively target the Russian forces. The Russian vehicles found themselves within the 2-kilometer range of the Ukrainian anti-tank guided missiles in the area, which managed to effectively destroy the BTRs in coordination with drone strikes and artillery fire. Once the Russian BTR crews realized what was going on, they attempted to drive away in panic, only to crash and roll over their vehicle. As the panic and disorganization spread among the Russian ranks amidst the sudden Ukrainian fire, it only accelerated their defeat as all of them got eliminated during their attempts to escape and survive. Overall, the Russian attempt to sever the crucial logistics route between Novoivanovka and Malaya Lokhnya to advance their offensive ended in disaster. The assault was swiftly repelled, with Russian forces eliminated within minutes. Their failure to secure this key road ensures continued Ukrainian use of it to maintain their defensive line at Novoivanovka. The Ukrainian preparedness and the failure of the initial attack will likely compel the Russians to restart their frontal assaults on Novoivanovka itself. In our regular frontline report, we pair up with the military blogger reporting from Ukraine to keep you informed about what is happening on the battlefield in the Russo-Ukrainian war.
Корректуру.
Один снаряд огонь!